I think everybody are able to see the screen. Are
Yes,
you?
ma'am.
Okay. So last class we completed till the point that is an order to pay. An order to pay till here we completed. So the next point is, sorry, I was explaining you about the bills of exchange. So initial what's that explanation of bills of exchange was done in the earlier class, last class. I hope everybody remember it. So section 5 of the Negotiable Act deals with the bill of exchange, and I have already explained the parties for the bill of exchange, how it is executed, why it is executed, and where this bill of exchange is used. And I was just explaining the parts of bill of exchange. So under that, a written order, unconditional order, order to pay, these points are over. So we'll start with the next point, that is money only and certain sum of money. Money only and certain sum of money. Okay. The next part of the bill of exchanges. So bill of exchange has certain essentials to be fulfilled. So with those essentials only, the bill of exchange can be called as bill of exchange. So whenever the instrument to call it as a bill of exchange, so these are the important essentials to be present in the instrument. So that is, it should be a written order, and it should be unconditional, and there should be order to pay. And the next point is money and certain sum of money. So bill of exchange is given in exchange of money. In exchange of money, and whenever the bill of exchange is handed over to the party, the amount should be stated in the bill of exchange. The amount should be stated, and this point even talks about the certainty of the amount. So the bill of exchange should not be vague. Vague ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. I need to pay you, I'll pay. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. There should be some certainty there. So what is certainty? The amount should be certain. So here we have seen here. See, under this bill of exchange, the amount is stated 1,50,000 rupees. So this is stated here. So the bill of exchange should always contain of this amount. What is the amount of that particular bill? So here the amount is 1 lakh, and here it is 1,50,000. So the bill of exchange should be for money and money only, and the amount should be certified. An amount should be stated there. It should be stated, and then only it is called as bill of exchange. Okay. And certainty of parties. So what do you mean by certainty of parties here? So certainty of parties, nothing but it says that the party's name should be mentioned. So are you able to see here? See, Mr. Q, Mr. P, Mr. R. So these are the parties. So who has drafted it? So it is it is drawn by Mr. P. To whom it is drawn? On whom it is drawn? It is drawn on Mr. Q. The bill is drawn by Mr. P. So Mr. P is drawer. It is drawn on the drawee. So who is drawee here? So drawee is Mr. Q. Sorry, Mrs. Q. So Mrs. Q is drawee here. And who is payee here? So payee is Mr. R. So these are the parties. So there is a certainty of parties. So certainty of parties means the party's name should be mentioned on the bill of exchange. If there is no mentioning of any names of the parties, then it is not valid. If the drawee's name is not mentioned, or if the payee's name is not mentioned, then it becomes bearer. Bearer instrument, students. Okay. So if you want to keep it as bearer, then there is no need to mention the name. And if you want to order someone, or you want to specify it, if you want to declare that instrument as an order instrument, then you need to mention the name of the parties. So certainty of parties is very, very important, students. Okay. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Students? Fine. 5-year students who are present here, 5 years.
Yes,
Rushabh
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
and who else? Rushabh and
Yes, ma'am.
ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂದ? ಋಷಭ್ ಯಾರು ತಗೊಂಡಾರ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಲೋ ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ?
Only few items, ma'am.
ದಕ್ಷ
Yes, ma'am.
ನೀವಿಬ್ರು ತಗೊಂಡಿರಿ?
Sorry, ma'am.
Only you two have taken, Rushabh and Utkarsha?
Yeah. No. Under.
Ma'am, Maya Patil.
Have taken, and others? Who are the others who have taken? So what is the strength of your class, Rushabh?
Ma'am, Preeti Gangadhar.
Gangadhar. You are there? Okay, 4 of you are present here in the class, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What's
Yes,
the strength
ma'am.
of your class? Preeti, what's the strength of your class?
20, ma'am.
So among 21, 4 of you have taken banking law class, banking law subject.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Only you 4, Utkarsha, Rushabh, Maya Patil and Preeti Gangadhar. Remaining everybody have taken RTI. Others they have taken RTI, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. 3-year students, see your strength is decreasing day by day. So everything is observed. Tell your classmates to attend the class. Okay, the next point is, so after the certainty of parties, so the next point is duly signed by the drawee. It should be signed by the drawee and the date of payment should be mentioned and it should be stamped. The signature should be there, that is signature of D and date of payment and stamped by the drawer. That is signature of drawer is also necessary and stamp duty is also necessary. So let's see whether these signatures are there. Yeah, see here. So it is stamped by the drawer, signature of drawer is there, and even the drawee will accept it. The signature of drawee means the drawee will accept to give the amount. So when he accepts it, he signs it. Got the point, students? So when the drawee accepts it, he signs it, signs on the bill of exchange that he has accepted the bill of exchange and he will give back the stated amount which is stated in the bill of exchange, on the bill of exchange. So bill of exchange should consist of, or it should mean, the essentials of bill of exchange are, it should be a written order and it should be unconditional, there should be order to pay, and it should be of money and money only, and the certainty of amount should be mentioned there. The party should be certain, certainty of party should be there. The party should be stated on the bill of exchange. It should be drawn by, it should be signed by the drawer and drawee. If he accepts, he will sign it. And the payment, date of payment should be mentioned and stamp. That is, the stamp duty should be paid by the drawer. Okay. Is it clear, students? All the essentials?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. The next point here is parties to the bill of exchange. So parties, I think everybody know about the parties. So when we talk about the parties, or when we compare the bill of exchange to promissory note, how many parties are present in the promissory note, students? How many parties are there under promissory note?
2 parties.
Two parties, ma'am.
ಯಾರಂತ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾರವರು?
Maker and pay.
Maker and payee. So what is the basic nature of the maker and payee? One is maker is the debtor or creditor. Yaroru, who is he? Who is maker? Whether he's debtor or his creditor. Basically, these maker and payee are debtor and creditor, right? They are debtor and creditor. So tell me, who is debtor and who is creditor here? Who is debtor and who is creditor? I'm asking you all students. Who is maker? Maker is a person who makes the promissory note. That is the creditor. Sorry, not debtor. Sala iskondama. So if I borrow 10,000 rupees from Supriya Patil, then I will promise her to pay back. So I am the maker. Who is payee? Payee is Supriya. So Supriya is a creditor and I am the debtor, right? So here when it comes to the bill of exchange, so there are three parties. So the three parties are the drawer, drawee and payee. So drawer is a person who has given the amount or given the goods on credit. So he becomes the creditor. Drawee is a person on whom the bill is drawn. He might be either the payee or he might be either the person on whom the amount of drawer is lying. The person on whom the bill is drawn is the drawee. So he might be debtor or he might be a person who is holding the bill on behalf of the drawer, who is holding the amount on behalf of the drawer. So here drawee can be bank also. Can be bank also. So bank can also be a drawee here. Or else drawee and payee can be the same person. So when the drawee accepts the bill of exchange, it is the burden shifts on the drawee to pay the bill. So unless and until the bill of exchange is accepted by drawee, the liability will be always on the drawer. Okay, the liability will be always on the drawer. Okay, students, got my point? Are you able to follow? Students, are you able to follow?
Yes, ma'am.
So next is payee. Payee is a person to
Yes,
whom
ma'am.
okay. Payee is just 2 minutes, students. Let this vehicle pass. Okay. Okay, so payee is a person. So am I audible? So payee is a person.
Yes, ma'am.
Payee is a person to whom the bill, that is money, should be paid. So bill na bill ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಏನು ಅದನ್ನ amount ಅನ್ನು mention ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, that amount is paid to the payee. So the person who is having the or who is holding the bill of exchange is a payee. The person who is holding the bill of exchange is a payee. So he is a person to whom the amount should be paid. For example, I'll just give you example. Drawer, drawee, and payee. So if I have taken the goods, that is worth 25,000 rupees. If I have purchased the goods worth 25,000 rupees from Suvarna, and when the payment issue come, so I say Suvarna that I don't have any amount now. Right now, I don't have any amount, but I will take the goods on credit and I will pay you later. So that time Suvarna will draw a bill of exchange. So she becomes the drawer, and she draws on me. So I become drawee, and to whom the amount should be paid? The amount should be paid to Suvarna. She becomes payee. So this is how the bill of exchange works. So if now I say that instead of me, that is not, if she has drawn the bill on me, and if I say that mention the name of the bank, mention the name of the bank, so that time the name of the bank can also be mentioned. So that time the bank becomes drawee, and the person to whom the amount should be paid, that person becomes payee. So when the name of the bank is mentioned, so that time the bill is usually drawn by drawee. I'll explain you this. Same example. Suvarna and I. So we both do the transaction. So I purchase the goods of worth 25,000 rupees from Suvarna. So now I should pay the amount to Suvarna. So if the bank comes in middle, or if the drawee is a third party, if the drawee is a third party, that is other than the parties, Suvarna mat nan badli innobru yara bandru antandre, that person, if that person is a drawee, then he is a third person here. So that time I will draw a bill of exchange on bank, saying that ordering bank to pay 25,000 rupees after 3 months to Suvarna. So here there are three different parties. I am the drawer, bank is a drawee, Suvarna is a payee. Got my point? Got by my points, students? So this also can be the method, the bill of exchange. This method also can be
Yes,
used
ma'am.
to draw the
Yes,
bill of
ma'am.
exchange. Okay, when the three persons are there, this is how it is drawn. When there are only two persons, so the drawer and payee will be the same person. Okay. So next is classification of bill of exchange. Classification of bill of exchange. So everybody just read the classifications. I have explained all these classifications. Take 2 minutes and read them, and you are going to explain me what are these classifications. What do you mean by inland bills, foreign bills, demand bills, term bills, trade bills, accommodation bills? So I have already explained about these all things when I was explaining the different kinds of negotiable instrument. So read, take 2 minutes and read it and answer me. Okay, students, who will answer now? Students, I'm asking you only. What do you mean by inland bills? Don't you remember that I have already explained you all these things? Do you remember? Students, are you there? Rishabh?
Yes, ma'am.
ಹೇಳು ಇನ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳು. ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಇನ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬಿಲ್. ಅದೇನಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬರ್ದೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ, ಅದನ್ನ ಓದಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತ. ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಿ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಇನ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬಿಲ್. Supriya Patil.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me what you mean by inland bill. ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ?
Ma'am, the bill in which all the parties belong to the same country. That is India.
Bill. That is, the geographical boundaries are within India. That is the parties. The parties, whenever they transact, if all transact within the country, then that is inland bill. That is drawer, drawee, and payee. If all them resides in the same country, that is known as inland bill. Is it clear, students? So next is foreign bill. So foreign bill means if any one of the parties are outside the country of India, then that is called as foreign bill. Is it clear? If the drawer makes the bill who is there in India, and if the drawee is residing in other countries like UK, then if he accepts there, then it becomes foreign bill. So inland is all the parties will be within India. Foreign bill means any one of the party will be residing outside the India. And coming to the demand bills, so demand bills are nothing but they are known as what's that? Immediate payment. The payment is done immediately whenever the party demands. There is no date and period mentioned in the bill of exchange. That is, date will be mentioned, but the repayment date will not be mentioned. So instead of the repayment date, the demand will be inserted there, or demand word will be written there. So this means when the person demands the money, so that time the amount should be given. That is demand bill. These bills of exchange do not have specific date or period of repayment. Instead, these are payable on demand of the payee or holder. So who holds it? The payee holds it. So whenever the payee demands to pay, the drawee should pay the amount. So this is the demand bill. When it comes to the term bill, so term bill, so here the bill of exchange payable on a specific date or after a definite period are called as term bills. So if I say that, I'll pay after 6 months, so then that particular bill is known as term bill. And if there is no mentioning of 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, then if the words on demand is inserted, is mentioned, then it is demand bill. Term bill is the payment will be done after a specific term, specific period, and that period will be mentioned. That term will be mentioned on the bill of exchange. Okay. Okay, students. Fine.
Okay.
So
Okay,
next,
ma'am.
next is trade bill. So trade bills are those who are drawn by the seller or creditor at the time of selling goods on credit to the drawee. So as just now I told the example of Suvarna and myself. So we were doing transaction of buying 25 goods worth 25,000 rupees. So then that time it becomes the trade bill. It is known as trade bill of exchange. We are executing the bill of exchange because of trade. So there is a trade transaction between me and Suvarna. So that time if we execute the bill of exchange, then that bill is known as trade bill of exchange. Okay. Next is accommodation bill. Accommodation bill. So the bill which is drawn by the lender to provide the financial support or aid to the drawee or the borrower is known as accommodation bill. So when I was explaining about the accommodation instruments or accommodation bills, I had explained you earlier also that these accommodation bills are drawn on the near friends or relatives because to adjust the ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನ್ರ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಏನ್ರ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅಕಾಮಿಡೇಷನ್ ಬಿಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಬಿಲ್ ಇಸ್ drafted or drawn because for the financial support given to the drawee or the borrower. Is it clear? Did you understood the classifications of bill of exchange? Students, at least tell yes or no. Gautam bit Bharadoro answer madri. Only
Yes,
Gautam
ma'am.
Yes,
is
ma'am.
in the
Yes,
class.
Yes, ma'am.
Next slide is advantages of bill of exchange. So why this concept of bill of exchange is there, or why, what are the advantages of the bill of exchange? How this bill of how this bill of exchange is helpful. Okay. So one glass neer. Advantages of bill of exchange. So a bill of exchange is used in settlement of debts. Okay. The bill of exchange is used in the settlement of debts. It fixes the date of payment. So why this bill of exchange is executed? Because the legal what's that? Legal declaration will be there or legal sanction will be there. It is recognized. The bill of exchange are recognized as a legal negotiable instrument. So whenever the person want to secure his payment, then he should execute the bill of exchange. So if as I told you, the bill of exchanges are used in the trade transaction. So if the goods are taken on credit, that time it helps for the payment, and it is as it is written and signed, acknowledged by the debtor and creditor. So it enjoys or it has full support by law. And this bill can also be discounted with bank. So what do you mean by discounting the bill? I'll tell you in the next slides. At the end of this chapter, last point, I'll be telling you about discounting the bill with the bank. Okay. So bill of exchanges can also be used to get a discount from the bank. So how it is discounted, I'll tell you. Okay, students. So earlier which you studied, that was a classification of bill of exchange, and this is the types of bill of exchange. Usually practically speaking, these two types of bill of exchange are very what is that? I mean, these two types of bill of exchange are usually drawn by the parties, are drafted by the parties. They are on more use. That is payable on demand and payable after a certain period of time. That is future bill also you can say, a term bill also you can say, and demand bill also you can say. That is demand is on site. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ demand bill ಅಂತಾರ. That is after presentation. And future bill ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ trade bill, term bill ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it is given after a particular time. term. Okay. Okay, students. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Next is again important point, that is acceptance of bill of exchange. Acceptance of bill of exchange. What do you mean by this acceptance? Students, can anybody answer what you mean by this acceptance? Acceptance of bill of exchange. What is this acceptance?
Means the drawee agrees that he has a liability to make the payment.
What he does, he agrees to pay the amount. So he has a liability for payment. Okay, fine. Whether this acceptance is necessary?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Without acceptance, the payment cannot be made.
No, ma'am.
No.
Okay, you're right. Both of you are right. Under the bill of exchange, acceptance is very, very, very important. The acceptance is not present in the promissory note. Promissory note ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವುದೇ acceptance ಅನ್ನೋ concept ಇಲ್ಲ. ಚೆಕ್ನಲ್ಲೂ acceptance ಅನ್ನೋ concept ಇಲ್ಲ. So acceptance ಅನ್ನೋ concept only it is there under the bill of exchange. So bill of exchange is paid only when the drawee accepts the bill. So who accepts the bill here? On whom the duty of acceptance is there? So it is on the drawee. So drawee will accept the bill. So because he is the person on whom the bill is drawn, he is a person who does the payment. So the drawee should always accept the bill. So he can accept it without any condition, or he can put a condition for the acceptance. He can put the condition for the acceptance. He can even he can even accept it without any condition. So I'll just tell you why this acceptance is necessary. So acceptance is necessary because to determine the liability of the parties. Acceptance is very important to determine the liability of the parties, to determine the rights and liabilities. You can even say like that, rights and liabilities of the parties. So whenever a person is holding the bill of exchange, so if the amount is not paid to him, if I'm holding the bill of exchange, if I'm the holder of the bill of exchange, then I'm the payee. So yara bill na hold ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, that person will be the payee. So if the payee is not able to encash the bill, then the payee can sue the persons who have drafted it, or the payee can sue drawer and drawee. So when the payee can sue drawer and when the payee can sue drawee, it depends upon the concept of acceptance. So if the bill of exchange is not accepted by the drawee, then the payee will usually sue the drawer for the amount. And if the bill of exchange is accepted by the drawee, then the drawer's liability is over. Then the payee will sue the person, that is drawee, for the amount. So acceptance is that particular what is that essential which determines the liability of drawer and drawee. If it is accepted, the drawee is liable. If it is not accepted, drawer is liable. Getting my point, students?
Yes, ma'am.
So to shift the liability, so this acceptance is very important. So as soon as the bill is drafted, the person on whom it is drafted, he should accept it. So only I just showed you how the acceptance is done. So you can see here how the acceptance is done. So bill of exchange should be accepted by the drawee. So who is drawee here? It is drawn by yaar madara bill of exchange. Who has made this bill of exchange? So Mr. P. Mr. P has created this bill of exchange. Mr. P says for amount 1,50,000, he draws this bill on drawee. He says that is from P to drawee, who is drawee Mrs. Q. 3 months after the date, pay Mr. R or his order a sum of rupees 1,50,000 value received. P is saying that after 3 months of this date, you pay the amount. He is directing Q to pay the amount, that is 1,50,000 rupees, which you have received from me, to R. Mr. P is saying, Mr. P is directing, Mr. P is ordering Mr. Q to pay 1,50,000 rupees after 3 months of the date to Mr. R or his order. To Mr. R or his order means he should pay. Mrs. Q should pay to Mr. R or his order. Andre, let's take the same example. Idane namu in madano, we'll take our name. So if the bill is drafted by Suvarna ಏನ್ರ ಬಿಲ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಲು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಉತ್ಕರ್ಷ ಏನ್ರ ಪೇಯಿ ಇದ್ಲು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, if ಉತ್ಕರ್ಷ is a payee, Suvarna is drawer, Utkarsha is payee, and Rushabh is drawee. So now Suvarna will direct Rushabh to pay Utkarsha after 3 months amount of 1,50,000 rupees. So now Suvarna will mention the phrases like to Utkarsha or her order, to Utkarsha or her order. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಉತ್ಕರ್ಷ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಕೊಡು, ಅಥವಾ ಉತ್ಕರ್ಷ ಇನ್ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, if Utkarsha has taken the same 1,50,000 rupees from Supriya, now Utkarsha will tell, instead of paying me, she will tell, instead of paying me, pay to Supriya. So that time, Rushabh should pay Supriya. Are you getting my point? Getting my point, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody, did you understood what you mean by or order?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I explain it once again? If Suvarna is a drawer and if Rushabh has taken 1,50,000 rupees from Suvarna, now Suvarna will direct Rushabh to pay 1,50,000 rupees to Utkarsha. Utkarsha is a payee. So the words which are written on the bill of exchange are pay to Utkarsha or her order. So that time, if Utkarsha orders Supriya to pay, that time Rushabh should pay to Supriya instead of Utkarsha. Rushabh should pay to Supriya. Why Supriya? Because Utkarsha has borrowed the amount from Supriya. So she says, instead of paying me, please pay the amount to Supriya. So that time Rushabh is under obligation to pay the amount to Supriya. He cannot tell that Supriya is nowhere concerned to me. Got the point, students?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
whether here second bill of exchange is also necessary.
ಕೇಳತ್ತೀರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ.
Second bill of exchange is necessary. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದು
ಇಲ್ಲ,
ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕೇನ್ ಮೇಡಮ್?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಾಕತ್ತಿ ಸುವರ್ಣ ಅಂದ್ರ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸತಿ ಈಗ ಸುಪ್ರಿಯಾ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಅನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಬಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕನ್ನೋ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಾಕತಿಯಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೆಸಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆರ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ ಐತಲ್ಲ, ಆರ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಸುಪ್ರಿಯಾ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಅನಿತಾ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಗೌತಮ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಉತ್ಕರ್ಷ ಯಾರಿಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳ ಪೇ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರು ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು.
ಓಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಡೌಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್?
Hello, ma'am.
ಕೇಳ್ರಿ.
Hello.
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Then na, ma'am.
Supriya, your voice
Utkarsha is a pay, na?
Supriya, your voice is not clear.
Utkarsha is a pay, na, ma'am? Hello.
Yeah. Utkarsha is a payee. Right now she is payee because her name is mentioned on the bill of exchange. If Utkarsha gives the same bill of exchange to Supriya, then Supriya will become the payee. How she'll give to Supriya? She'll endorse and give to Supriya. Utkarsha ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳ bill of exchange ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳ ಬರಿತಾಳ. She writes pay to Supriya Patil. That time Supriya will be holding the bill of exchange. So that time she becomes the holder and she is a payee. But right now Utkarsha's name is mentioned on the bill of exchange, and if Utkarsha is willing to receive the payment, then she is a payee and she is the holder of the bill of exchange. Okay. Okay, students.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I have one question.
Yeah, Gautam.
Ma'am, if the word order is not mentioned in the bill of exchange, can still the pay direct to pay some other person the amount?
Yeah, he can do it by endorsement. As I told you, this negotiable instrument is nothing but it can be negotiated. ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಇದನ್ನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. You can transfer it by just negotiation, by just delivery, mere delivery and endorsement. So if the word order is not mentioned and now Utkarsha want to transfer the bill of exchange to Supriya Patil, then she can endorse it. She will endorse it saying pay to Supriya Patil, her signature. So that is what endorsement means. So now even the order is not mentioned. So Supriya Patil is entitled to receive the payment. Okay, Gautam?
Okay, ma'am.
But practically speaking, these words are always mentioned. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts? Any other doubts you have, students? Any other doubts? Okay, fine. The remaining part I'll be discussing in the next class next week. Okay. Okay, students.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Everybody take care.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
And do send me the pics of planting the samples. Okay. As
Okay,
I
ma'am.
told you, today is the World Environment Day. So everybody are participating in this activity of planting the samples. Till evening, you can send me the pics. Okay. Okay, students, take care. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.